Hello again, everyone. I thought I'd go ahead and make another video, trying to get a little bit of lighting, natural lighting in here, because most of the bulbs in the house are yellow, so has a tendency to mess with the video quality. Um, Anyways, I wanted to go ahead and do another unboxing video because one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite franchises, well, at least right now. And I really just wanted to open her up. It's Nendoroid 147 Moca Aoba from Bandry, specifically Afterglow. So, yeah, super excited about her. I actually really liked Ron's design. Surprisingly enough, I really liked the simplistic, because I feel like it's easier to manage and they still look really nice. Where I love Roselia. Roselia is my favorite band, but sometimes them and like the bands like Pastel Palettes have more intricate outfits, so they're a little bit more difficult to handle, or you have to worry about certain parts popping off. But yeah, anyways, excited. So like the other boxes for Bandori, they're basically the same. You've got the character on the front with the plain white, and then when you turn on the back and the sides, you get more of a design. Well, actually, like the back is just the red, which is the band color itself, with a little bit of the green, which is Mocha's signature color. But you have more of the band design, the symbol that's associated with the band, and then the color. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this smug little cutie. And ignore my trusty butter knife. I have a tendency to use those to unbox my Nendoroids. You have like a little pamphlet, and surprisingly enough, this one has English too, which is really, I don't know, a part of me felt like that was just done on like international releases, where I originally got this one. I'd ordered this from, well, through Zen Market, so I could order it through Gamers, which got the gamer exclusive. It came with a badge. I didn't actually bring the badge with me, but it also came with this. It could be used as as either like a keychain for like an eat bag or something, or you can use it as a base, which I'm going to use it as a base. But it's an acrylic, which is different from some of the other plastic bases. But I have the one from Ron, but surprisingly enough, the design is different. So, but anyways, you've got your instructions, how to put the guitar on, all that good jazz. And then here is the piece de resistance herself. Get that out of the way. You've got her standard face, which is her O face, happy face, and then her mischievous face. And then you've got several different arms. You can do I think you could do the cross-armed pose, exactly like Ron has as well. And then you've got a bent leg for more of your, I guess, in-action poses. And then you got the guitar itself. But let's go ahead and take her out of the packaging so we can see her without all this ghostly plastic. And here we are. There's Mocha outside of the box itself. And there were two things of plastic on her. There was one on her face, and then one back here on the hoodie. And the hoodie actually is a little bit concerning because it does get in the way, because her hair does go quite a bit underneath it, and it does get in the way of turning her head. So just be careful, because I bet you there's a lot of paint transfer. And also her earrings kind of concern me a little bit, as far as like, but they just touching them, they feel like they're in there good, but just be careful. But yeah, she looks really super cute. I don't see any flaws or errors, like I did with my Yotsuba. And the bad news about the Yotsuba is that Good Smile is saying that that's a common error, but then everybody else is telling me it's not. Basically, the scratch on Yotsuba is on a mold line. So they're focusing more on the mold line than they are the actual scratch on the mold line, because the scratch actually makes the mold line look worse. But I'm probably going to try to find another hairpiece for her, because I wanted 2 hairpieces for Yotsuba, so she can have her casual uniform as well as putting her in a kimono. But anyways, we're talking about Mocha right now. So I am going to have a lot of fun with Mocha because she is a very expressive and semi-smug character. She's one of my favorite characters from the franchise. So I'm going to put her in a couple poses so we can check her out like that, and actually put her on the bonus base so we can look at her that way too. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this is her first pose. I was trying to do the one on the box, and I'm going to make a suggestion for anybody who has this Nendoroid. Be very careful opening the, first, be careful opening the hairpiece. She has these little tentacles that are attached. Well, they're not really attached, they're part of the mold. But I was just very careful, because it is a little sharp, so it's kind of a little awkward to try to get the hairpiece off, because it's pretty on there, pretty tight, but I also didn't want to break these, so I was really careful. Second, if you are going to move her head at all, this is going to sound weird, but I would suggest taking the face out and moving the back of the hairpiece separate, because this is one of the gripes that I have about this Nendoroid. The hoodie itself is all one piece, where a lot of the other hoodies, I feel, well, some of the ones that are harder to deal with, the hoodie is like a separate piece, so you can kind of take it out. But the hair and the face get in the way of turning. So if you take the face out and you just move the back, it's a lot easier to get her in a position and then slide the face in. Otherwise, I'm just afraid that you might get a paint transfer either from the head or the hair itself. And I think on the inside of the hoodie, it's not that bad, because I think there is a little gray mark. But I mean, before I even really tried to pose her. I know you don't want the blue getting onto the gray and the blue getting onto the face, because that would be bad. Also be careful of these, because they are, in motion, or they are out. They're not like just hanging limp down. So be careful not to break those off. So she is still, casual version, and once you get her posed, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, but I still don't think that she's as easy to deal with as Ron was, because I feel like Ron was one of the easiest Nendoroids to deal with. Anyways, this is the first pose. I love how they have the hand that can go into the pocket. I think that's really cute, and it really does look like it, because it goes directly into the pocket, so it's kind of seamless. Because sometimes when Good Smile does those, it has a tendency to kind of look off, or it doesn't it doesn't look great. But this is the first pose. It's kind of a little bit on the boring side, so I'm going to switch her into her more mischievous look before I try putting on the guitar. because I probably would end up posing her with the guitar in the final look. But the bass actually looks really cool. I really do like the bass with her. But anyways, I'm going to put her in a different pose, and I'll be right back. Now this is definitely a Mocha pose. I think it is adorable, and I would probably keep her in this pose if I didn't have all the others playing their instruments. But this is super cute, it's smug, and it actually goes along with Ron's embarrassed face. So if I change Ron's, it would be cute to have her in this pose and have Ron in her embarrassed pose. So I may actually do that once I get home. But yeah, it's super, super cute. The way this works is that there are two separate pieces. This one has the hand that's supposed to go with this arm, and this one's just kind of like a nub. So it just slides underneath this one, so it makes it look like she's actually folding her arms. But you can also tell that that's why they did the strings from her hoodie like that. But I still would be careful with these, just because I get so nervous about that. But yeah, it's super, super cute. But then again, it's still a little difficult to move her head around. You just kind of be gentle and finagle it a little bit. But like I said before, once you get her posed, it's not as bothersome. But anyway, let me go ahead and put her in the final pose I'm going to do for her. I think it's super cute. I might turn her back to this one, but I really wanted to try this one out, so I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I am finally back. This has to be one of the hardest poses to put her in. She actually has another piece other than the peace sign with her, let's see if it'll focus, with her guitar pick. And this and the other arm used are separated right there, so you can turn them slightly or pose them. This Nendoroid, I think, is the first Bandori one that comes with the hand that she comes with doesn't really grasp the guitar, and she doesn't have a hand that actually holds it. You're just supposed to like kind of anchor it to where it just lays in the hand. I love the peace sign. I think the facial expression goes along with it. The problem I have with the guitar, and it's probably the same with the other guitar pose, so because she has a hood, there's no way for you to mount the strap correctly. At first I was trying to put it behind the hair, and then I was like, well, I don't want to damage this, so I stopped doing that. My suggestion to get it posed is to pull it up, because you have to take the head off anyway, which, I mean, you could do that anytime you move the head too, instead of just taking the faceplate out. But I was just doing that just because I didn't necessarily want to take the head off, or I tried to avoid it just in case I've had problems in the past where if there's a peg that's stubborn and really stuck in there, that it'll break, and then that's a whole other ball game and drama and trying to get that out. I mean, that's what the spare neck joint is for, but it still takes a lot of work, and you really don't want to damage the other parts. So I try to avoid it when I can. But what you have to do is, if you push this peg for the stand arm, it keeps it up, and then you have to kind of push it over the hood so it'll angle it correctly. Otherwise, the guitar is just going to lay too low. but once accomplished, it looks super cute. Like, I worked on it. I'm going to say I worked on it for at least 15 minutes, so I think I'm going to leave her in this pose right now, probably until I go back home. But yeah, she's super cute. I am super happy with her. Even though, and let me go ahead and say this too, be careful with the guitar. Make sure that it's underneath the hood strings, because that was another concern I had. But yeah, I am super happy with her after the debacle with Yotsuba. I am super satisfied with Mocha, and I would suggest her for any Bandori fan, any person that likes just cute Nendoroids in general, or because Mocha is just a great character. She has some great face plates, and for the amount of accessories that she has a little bit more versatility than I initially thought. But then again, I could be biased because I really do love Bandori. But anyways, she gets my thumb of approval, my thumbs up approval. But yeah, and she may be one of my favorites this year thus far. But anyways, look forward to more reviews in the future. I still kind of want to do a review of the Madoka Magica record Nendoroid that I got in as well, but I'll probably wait until I get home for that because that's there. And I may do, I just got the Ryuko jacket version in. So I may do an unboxing of that, but I know some people have. A lot of people don't do Bandori unboxings, so I like to do those. Because I know there's fans out there that want to see these Nendoroids. So I figured I'd go ahead and put myself out there for this. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this kind of content, just like and subscribe, and let me know what kind of videos you would like to see in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great one.